first annual Women's Day program. My name is Stephanie Bannon, and I just wanted to come and, share some love and encouragement with my mothers, with my sisters, and with my aunties today. Y'all know as women, we feel such pressure from this world, and we feel like we have to be so perfect, but we really don't. Every last one of us was created by God with a purpose, for a purpose, on purpose. We don't have to do anything extra to be loved by God. We don't have to impress Him. We do not have to earn His love. He just wants us to come to Him and to allow Him to work in us and do the things that needs to be done. Sorry, the one thing that, we seem to forget sometimes is that we are the ones that are in control of our lives. We are in a world that tries to tell us what to do, how to dress, what to say, how to act, and everything else. But at the end of the day, you are the one that has total control of your life. You are the one that can unlock the things that you want in your life. You just simply have to be willing to go and get it. You have to be willing to trust God. A lot of times, even myself, we'll sit here and we will pray and we ask God for these things, and we are still holding them in our hands and do not want to let go. So one thing that I do want to say today and remind y'all is that, we have to let go, and sometimes we have to get out of our own way. The very things that we sit here and we ask God for, we have to be willing to receive them. And we also have to give ourselves the permission to receive them. Some of these things that, that we ask for, we might not even believe that we could ever have. We might not believe that we are worthy of those things. But that's the great thing about God. He gives us this grace. He gives us this peace, this purpose. And He doesn't hold us. When we come to God and we apologize with all of our heart, everything is made new. One of my favorite scriptures, and I've been hearing it left and right and up and down, so I already know. Create in me a clean heart, renew a steadfast spirit within me. That's one of my favorite scriptures, and I pray it all the time. We were never intended to be perfect. We were never intended to have it all. God knew we wasn't going to be perfect. He didn't, whenever He dreamed of you, whenever He thought of the things that He wanted you to do when you were to walk this earth, He already knew that you would mess up. That's what Jesus came for. He came to cleanse of our sins. That's why we're forgiven. That's why we're able to fall today and get back up tomorrow. We have to trust in God, and we have to allow Him to do those things for us. Sorry. One of the things that I have wrote down is, we have to be willing to extend the grace that we are so willing to extend to others. As women, we will give and we give and we give and we give, and then when it's time for us to give ourselves that same grace, we scrutinize. So we have to, we have to learn to forgive ourselves, give ourselves some grace. And another thing that we have to do is we have to check our tap, because you can only pour depending on what source that you have. Part of you being in control of your own life is that you get to choose what source are you pulling from. The things that we listen to, the people that we surround ourselves, the things that we speak out of our mouth, they have a very huge impact on our lives. They have very, very much power. I know y'all have heard life and death is in the power of the tongue. The things that you speak even idly out of your mouth that make a huge difference. And I'm speaking to myself too when I say that. There have been times when I have idly asked God for something. You like, oh Lord, I'm tired. I just need this. Next thing you know, it shows up. That's not a coincidence. You have power in the things that you speak out of your mouth. So I wrote down some affirmations, and the next time, that you guys are feeling down, I want y'all to think of these. I want you to start calling these things, even though they might not be that in that moment. So it's just some things. I'm also a transformation life and mindset coach, so mindset is a very powerful thing. What you tell yourself and what you repeat, the things that you listen to, you'll begin to believe that, whether it's true or not. So if you sit here and you just down yourself, those are the things that you will begin to believe. So you have to begin to speak life into yourself. You have to begin to speak life into your family, your friends, everybody that comes in touch with you. Even the ones that don't want to be spoken life, you still speak life, because you never know, somebody needs that. So y'all can repeat after me. It's just a couple short, sweet affirmations. I am chosen.
I am chosen.
I am loved.
I am loved.
I am victorious.
I am victorious.
I am filled with love and peace.
I am filled with love and peace.
I am worthy.
I am worthy.
My value will never decrease.
My value will never decrease.
Those are, that, like I say, short and sweet. But if you repeat those to yourself, and if you continue to repeat yourself, and you find yourself down and you begin to repeat those things, you will believe those things. And it will come to the point where you don't even have to tell yourself that. You start to think that, and your mind is like, nope, no, baby, not us. We victorious over here. We filled with love and peace over here. So y'all just keep in mind that, like I say, there's a lot of power in what you speak. And we live in a world where Satan tries to beat us down. He tries to catch us off guard because he knows that if he can get our mind, then he can prevent you from being everything that God created you to be. But whenever you start to take back that power, you can always change your mindset. Mindset is instilled in us from the things that we grew up in, environment, things that people have said, society, but it can be changed. It just takes being something intentional. But the Bible is transforming. It says that in the Bible. As we begin to read our word, as we begin to let God work in us and work those things out, we can change our mind. As we begin to change our habits, as we begin to be intentional, you can change. Anybody can change. The things that you did yesterday, they don't define you. Nobody can hold you to who you were. It doesn't matter because it's your life. You are the one that has the power. You are the one that has control. And baby, if it ain't God saying it, it don't matter.